Imagine a quiet farm in 1817. Imagine a quiet farm in 1817 C, where the Bell family lived a simple life surrounded by rolling hills. One night, strange noises, knocks, whispers, and footsteps echoed through their home, growing into a terrifying force that tormented them for years. This was the Bell Witch, America's most infamous haunting, a mystery that still chills the heart of Adams, Tennessee. Welcome to SANDIP English, where we dive into the world's strangest and most captivating mysteries with passion and wonder. Subscribe and hit the bell to join us as we uncover the Bell Witch's haunted legacy. Today, we'll explore its origins, its victims, and why it remains a cornerstone of American folklore. The Bell family, led by John Bell Sr. and his wife Lucy, settled in Robertson County, Tennessee, in 1804. They were respected farmers, raising 9 children on a 300-acre plot along the Red River, a peaceful place of cornfields and oak groves. Their lives seemed perfect until 1817, when the supernatural turned their world upside down. It started small, a scratching sound outside their log cabin, like an animal clawing at the walls. John and his sons searched but found nothing, not even tracks. Night after night, the noises grew louder, moving inside, thumps on the floor, chains dragging, and guttural growls that woke the family in fear. The disturbances escalated into physical attacks. The Bell children, especially 12-year-old Betsy, were targeted, blankets yanked off beds, hair pulled, and faces slapped by an invisible force. The family heard a voice, female and venomous, cursing them and laughing at their terror. The voice claimed to be Kate Batts, a neighbor who'd clashed with John Bell over a land deal years earlier. Locals whispered Kate was a witch, and her death in 1816 fueled rumors she'd returned as a spirit to curse the Bells. Whether it was truly Kate or something else, the entity called itself the Bell Witch. By 1818, the witch's presence was undeniable. It spoke clearly, quoting Bible verses one moment and hurling insults the next, its voice heard by visitors miles away. It threw dishes, spilled milk, and once left a pile of sugar on the floor, taunting Lucy Bell's housekeeping. The haunting drew crowds to the Bell farm. Neighbors, preachers, and skeptics came to witness the witch, some leaving bruised or shaken after being pinched or slapped. The entity seemed to thrive on attention, growing stronger with each visitor, as if feeding on their fear. One famous guest was Andrew Jackson, then a general and future U.S. president. In 1819, he arrived with his men, eager to face the witch, only to flee after his wagon wheels froze and the voice mocked him. Jackson later said, "I'd rather fight the British again than that witch," cementing its legend. The witch's cruelty focused on John Bell Sr., whom it called Old Jack and blamed for unspecified sins. It tormented him with choking fits, facial spasms, and whispers of death, while sparing Lucy, whom it praised as the kindest woman. By 1820, John's health was failing, his spirit broken. On December 20th, 1820, John Bell died, his body rigid in a strange vial of black liquid found nearby. The witch claimed credit, cackling, "I gave Old Jack a dose he won't recover from." Tests on the liquid killed a cat, hinting at poison, but no human could have slipped it past the family. Betsy Bell, the witch's other target, suffered most as a teenager. Her engagement to Joshua Gardner was sabotaged by the entity, which taunted her with visions of doom until she broke it off in 1821. The witch then vowed to leave but promised to return in 7 years. In 1828, as promised, the witch's voice returned, speaking to John Bell Jr. about future wars and Tennessee's fate. It left again, saying it would come back in 107 years, 1935. That year, locals reported odd noises near the Bell farm, but nothing matched the original haunting's intensity. The Bell Witch Cave, a limestone cavern on the old Bell property, became a focal point for the legend. Locals believe the witch lived there, and stories of flickering lights and whispers persist. Today, it's a tourist spot, drawing thousands to Adams each year. Why did the witch target the Bells? One theory ties it to Kate Batts' grudge, though no proof confirms she was a witch or died vengeful. Her family denied the claims, calling the story slander, but the legend stuck, fueled by 1810's superstitions about curses. Another idea suggests a poltergeist, a spirit drawn to Betsy's adolescent energy. Poltergeists often cause physical disturbances, like those the Bells reported, and fade as the person matures. Betsy's attacks lessened after her teens, supporting this theory. Skeptics argue it was a hoax, possibly by Betsy or a sibling, using ventriloquism and tricks to fake the voice and noises. But the scale, hundreds of witnesses, including outsiders, makes a simple prank unlikely. The Bells gain no profit, only grief, weakening the hoax case. A darker theory points to family dysfunction. Some historians suggest John Bell abused Betsy, and the witch was her subconscious projection, a way to resist without blame. No evidence supports abuse, but 19th century family secrets were rarely recorded. The land itself might hold clues. The Bell evidence supports abuse, but 19th century family secrets were rarely recorded. The land itself might hold clues. The Bell farm sat near Native American burial mounds, sacred to the Cherokee and Chickasaw. Some speculate a disturbed spirit, angered by settlers, lashed out. Similar hauntings near burial sites. Tennessee's history. Tennessee in the 1810s was a frontier, ripe for ghost stories. The Second Great Awakening fueled religious fervor, with people seeing demons in every shadow. The Bell Witch fit this mood, a cautionary tale about sin and retribution for a God-fearing community. The hauntings' fame spread through oral tales, reaching American cities by the 1820s. Newspapers in Nashville and New York printed accounts, calling it the Tennessee Terror. It became a national ghost story, rivaling New England's witch trials and lore. In 1894, M.V. Ingram's book, An Authenticated History of the Bell Witch, solidified the legend. Based on John Bell Jr.'s diary and local interviews, it's the main source for the story, though critics call it embellished. American readers devoured it, hungry for the supernatural. The Bell Witch shaped Tennessee's identity. Adams, a small town of 600, embraces its haunted reputation, hosting Bell Witch festivals and cave tours. In 2025, the annual event drew 10,000 visitors, with ghost hunters live streaming for global fans. The story inspired pop culture. The 2005 film An American Haunting dramatized the tale, suggesting Betsy's trauma as the cause, though it took liberties. TV shows like Ghost Adventures filmed in the cave, reporting cold spots and eerie voices. In 2025, the Bell Witch is a social media star. TikTok videos of cave tours go viral, with users claiming to hear whispers or see shadows. X posts debate whether the witch is real or a tourist trap, keeping the mystery alive for a new generation. Ghost hunters flock to Adams with EMF meters and spirit boxes, seeking the witch's voice. A 2024 YouTube vlog captured a faint get-out during a cave session, viewed 2 million times. Skeptics call it wind, but believers see proof of the witch's return. The cave's geology adds intrigue. Limestone caverns amplify sounds, and underground streams create low hums, possibly explaining early noises. A 2023 study of Tennessee caves noted acoustic anomalies, but nothing accounts for the witch's intelligence or malice. Locals share chilling tales. In 2025, an Adams farmer reported his dog howling at the Old Bell land, refusing to cross it. Elderly residents recall grandparents seeing witch lights in the 1930s, floating orbs that vanished when approached. The witch's 1935 return fascinates. That year, a Nashville paper reported knocks and laughter near the cave during a storm. A 2024 podcast interviewed a 90-year-old who heard it as a child, swearing it was no prank. Some connect the witch to other hauntings. Kentucky's Waverly Hills Sanatorium, 200 miles away, reports similar poltergeist activity. A 2025 X thread speculated a regional spirit network, though it's more folklore than fact. The Bell family's fate adds heartbreak. After John's death, Lucy lived quietly until 1837, raising her children alone. Betsy married a schoolteacher, moved to Mississippi, and died in 1888, rarely speaking of the witch, as if haunted by its memory. John Bell Jr. documented the haunting, his diary a mix of fear and fascination. He believed the witch was a demon, sent to test their faith. His writings, preserved in Tennessee archives, are a window into the family's ordeal. The witch's motives remain a riddle. If it was Kate Batts, why such relentless cruelty? If a poltergeist, why target John and Betsy specifically? If a hoax, how did it fool so many, from farmers to generals? Tennessee's landscape shapes the story. The Red River's misty banks and dense forests feel alive, as if hiding secrets. American viewers relate to this, with similar eerie settings in Appalachia or the Ozarks fueling ghost tales. In 2025, paranormal research is booming. Universities like Vanderbilt study psychokinesis, exploring how stress might manifest as poltergeist-like events. While not directly tied to the Bell Witch, these studies offer context for Betsy's role. The cave's tourism sparks debate. Some Adams residents welcome the revenue, with hotels and diners thriving. Others feel it cheapens a tragedy, turning the Bell's suffering into a Halloween gimmick. The tension mirrors America's love-hate relationship with its haunted past. The witch's cultural impact is vast. It inspired early American Gothic literature, paving the way for writers like Edgar Allan Poe. In 2025, a new novel, The Witch's Shadow, reimagines the story as a feminist tale, with Betsy as the hero. Skeptics dig into Ingram's book, noting inconsistencies, like exaggerated witness counts. A 2024 blog suggested the Bells staged it to scare off land rivals, but the family's documented distress, John's death, Betsy's trauma, undermines this. The witch's intelligence sets it apart. It debated theology with preachers, predicted local deaths, and sang hymns, unlike typical poltergeists. This complexity baffles experts, who compare it to rare sentient hauntings in European castles. American folklore is rich with similar tales. The Salem witch trials, 130 years earlier, share the theme of fear-driven accusations. The Bell Witch feels like a frontier evolution, swapping trials for a spectral judge. In 25, Adams school kids learn the story as local history, not just legend. Teachers use it to discuss 19th century life, from farming to superstition. The witch is a lens into Tennessee's soul, blending pride and unease. The Bell Farm, now private land, draws trespassers. Nighttime photos on X show mist figures near the old cabin site, though most are likely fog. A 2024 drone video caught a strange hum, reigniting claims of the witch's presence. Could science explain it? Geologists note the cave's magnetic anomalies, which might affect sensitive people, causing unease or hallucinations. A 2023 paper on infrasound, low-frequency waves, suggests it could mimic ghostly noises, but not voices. The witch's return predictions keep hope alive. Some expect it in 2042, 107 years from 1935, with online forums buzzing about what it might say. Others believe it never left, lingering in the cave's shadows, waiting for the right moment. The Bell Witch challenges our understanding of reality. Is it a ghost, a psychological phenomenon, or a cultural mirror reflecting our fears? Its power lies in its ambiguity, inviting us to question what we believe. For Tennesseans, it's personal. Adams residents live with the witch's shadow, some avoiding the cave at night, others embracing it as heritage. American viewers connect, drawn to stories of ordinary families facing the extraordinary. The mystery's global echoes fascinate. England's Borley Rectory, dubbed the most haunted house, shares similar poltergeist traits. A 2025 podcast compared the two, noting how both defy easy answers, captivating listeners worldwide. The Bell Witch teaches resilience. The Bells endured, raising their children despite terror. Lucy's kindness, even to the witch, shines as a beacon of grace. Their story is America's story, facing the unknown with courage. Could we solve it? Modern tools, like thermal imaging or AI audio analysis, might catch anomalies in the cave. Oral histories from Adam's elders, shared in 2025 interviews, hint at unreported sightings, offering new leads. The bell, which is more than a ghost, it's a legacy. It's about a family, a town, and a nation grappling with the unseen. From John Bell's grave to the cave's depths, it dares us to face the darkness and keep searching. What was the Bell Witch? A vengeful spirit, a troubled girl's cry, or something we'll never understand? Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you visited the cave or felt a presence like this? We're dying to hear your stories. Give this video a thumbs up if it sent shivers down your spine, and subscribe to SANDIP English for more mysteries, from lost lighthouses to desert enigmas. Hit the bell so you don't miss our next journey. The world is full of secrets, let's uncover them together.